Hi everyone, this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and today we're doing a reading for the collective. And I wanted to be in a different location, and it's a beautiful day here, and I'm by the beach, and I'm looking at the water, and some people are swimming, and I find the water cold, but it must be invigorating just to I'm gonna do a collective reading. I received a gift from a friend, and they are beautiful cards. Comes from an artist called Pamela Kale with a C. She is, I'll advertise a little bit because I really like her stuff. Pamela Kale, intuitive soul artist. What she does paintings of how she perceives the soul, a soul. And her cards, each card has one of her paintings, and in the back it has like the definition. So I'm going to use these in the reading because I thought this is interesting for the collective. They even have one that looks like a chicken or a rooster. It's cool. I was looking at them. It's not a big deck, but it's inspiring. And I love anything that's inspiring. So we'll start with one of these, and then we'll get into the collective read. So I'm just gonna shuffle them. And they have beautiful, amazing colors. It just... Alright, so let's cut the deck and use this one. I am by the sea, and to me this one looks like a seashell. You know, like the top part of a seashell, and then you can see like water, and you can see... Oh, you can see all kinds of things. I'm going to try to put it in a way there's no reflection, and you guys can sit with that for a moment. Alright, I wonder if there's a way... you can pause it, but I'm going to do the reading. I'm going to read what's in the back of this, okay? Inner connection. Keywords: family, courage, health. It takes a lot of energy to control everything in your environment. Know you are worthy of being loved just the way you are, which is perfect, whole, and worthy of love simply by virtue of being a living, breathing, conscious being on this planet. Looking outside of yourself for validation will not work. Learn to love all of your unique qualities. In order to experience true self-worth, you need to start from a solid foundation of self-adoration. Be your quirky, adorable self, and then others will find the courage to do the same. One heart. Isn't that amazing? You take a moment and read it for yourself as well. Alright, let's get to the reading. That is amazing. Okay, what do we have for the collective? What do we have? There's a lot of energies moving. There's a lot of, you can kind of sense it. There's some excitement. There's some loss. There's some new beginnings. There's some facing who you are, taking an honest look, and you can't do that with hate. You got or you got to do it with loving yourself. Like, how would you treat a little tiny puppy or kitten, or you won't be like so hard on them because they're learning. So it's like every one of us on earth, doesn't matter the age, not everybody knows everything, and we learn from our experiences, our challenges, our lessons, our our situations, but we can't be so strong on the judgment of ourselves. We could be more focused on how do you improve yourself. Like, I've always done this, I was stuck in a pattern, I didn't realize. Once you know, what are you going to do with that? So you have a chance of improving yourself for yourself. And that makes a light shine out, and you have more cooperation with the outer world. So what can you do for yourself to better your own, you're simply like beingness? What can you do? So let's get a card for the collective. What do we have for the collective? Ooh. Okay, there's a decision to make pertaining to things that you hold of value. Not just what you hold of value, but pertaining to things you are passionate about. There's some people that change jobs, and the change was a drastic change compared to what they've always done, and then they went into their actual something that they became passionate about, or something they were too shy to get into because they thought maybe it won't be accepted. So this is kind of like that. It's the choice to make. What do you want to do for you? What's the best option for you? And really going and doing that inner connection to be able to get the right answer for you. Like they said, everything on the outside is going to try to pull you back to what you've always known, because that had a momentum for years and you gave it energy, so it's still kind of like in play. But you have a chance to change it around. So there's a lot of movement going on right now. There's a lot of, it's like ripples in the water, and it's creating a flow. It's either a flow to flush out what you don't need anymore, and a flow to get on to be able to go towards what you do want, what you truly desire, because you're discovering it. So that's the first card. And through that journey, you're going to heal whatever it is that felt like it broke your heart. Okay, so get on, what did they call it? Get on the adventure, get on the bandwagon, just go with that flow, not blindly. That's why you listen to your insides, because he'll guide you and he'll tell you when to start, stop, wait, slow down, go for faster. So that's the inner indication. And without fear, okay? This flow is flushing out the fear in people. So it's a very exciting time. And support each other. If you see someone that's having a hard time or getting overwhelmed with what life is bringing to them as an opportunity, lend a helping hand sometimes. People sometimes just need to know that others are going through it too. Sometimes we just need to know we're not alone. And sometimes we just need an ear to listen. Because maybe your friend needs to vent a little, just to whew, and then after that be so appreciative that you were there, that there was a presence there. There's an inner presence, there's an inner connection, and there's a presence. And that one's always there, but until you realize that it's always there, you got friends around you. It could even be a stranger that just says something in passing, and it's just so synchronistic. Take those to heart, because they really work. They're really meant for you. What else do we have for the collective at this moment? Alrighty, what do we have for the collective? Nothing yet. Is it complete already? What can we do? What can we have? What is something that'd be important for the collective at the moment? Alright, there's one slipping out. Stand your ground. Believe in who you are. Once you know who you are, believe in yourself and stand your ground. And it'll be easier than what you think. A lot of times we discourage ourselves ahead of time because It's the fear. We allow the fear to take over, and we're supposed to be in our courage feelings and go forward. And so right now, no matter what seemingly comes and it feels like it's against you, just stand your ground. Be gentle, be kind with yourself, with others, and you can definitely stand your ground in a stern way without offending anybody. And if it comes out really abruptly, then that's how it was supposed to come out, okay? So don't judge yourself in these situations. Just be you. And if you need to do some adjustments, you'll feel it right after. You'll be, I'm so sorry, that came out so cross. I'm going through a lot and I got overwhelmed and you said that and it just triggered me. And so take the time to explain, apologize if you need to, but still stand your ground on who you are and where you're going. Okay. That's a lot of wands, a lot of fire, a lot of motivation, a lot of excitement. Next card in the middle, this is the Apprentice, and it's also the Apprentice card, and it's also energy of you're working at your art, like you're working at it's now that you've figured out what it is you really want to do, you're realizing the juice is worth the squeeze, and I'm going full tilt towards it. You've made up your mind. You are going for it. You're not allowing yourself or others to get you discouraged. You're not allowing that feeling to come in whatsoever. You're actually staying with all the strong aspects of yourself and allowing that vulnerability as well, but in a productive way, because that vulnerability will help you build. You're building things for your own strength to be able to move forward. Okay, let's say I do theater and I'm shy, and I always get so shy that once I'm on stage I freeze, and I'm in that scenario here. I'd be working real hard at going forward, doing it anyway, but in another sense, finding practical ways to help me not be shy. One of the things they told us when we were young is picture everybody naked, but it's either it'll make you laugh or it might even make you more shy. So I don't know if it's a good advice. It may have worked back then. And sometimes it's just have a stone like a crystal. I have a rose quartz here. Like, you could have something in your hand if you're going to do a presentation in front of others and you're shy. Like, you could just have something to kind of ground you, to say, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm good. Just continue doing your presentation. And even though you may be shaky on the inside, on the outside, you have performed well. Okay, so that's what that represents here. Being hard at work, putting the effort, but being happy doing it because it's part of your passion. Okay, and have patience, because let's say I want to do paintings and I've done like 10 of them, and I'm looking around to see if anyone is doing an art expo or a location. Maybe it's not there yet, but it will align because it's something you've been asking. So be patient with the lineup of events that'll be coming towards you, for you, and just have that patience, because the right opportunity will show up. Okay, don't try to force an outcome, because then that's when it backfires, and it could be also that you're not ready yet, or the universe just didn't line it up. See, everything happens like perfectly. It'll line things up. If you're not ready, it's still coming. Sometimes it's you, and then it lines up, and then it's there. So it's a way of explaining how the energies work and how it affects everything that's around us in the physical life, and gaining that understanding just a little bit for yourself, it helps you be more at ease with the whole experience. Okay. Think of the best outcome, but be prepared if anything goes awry. But don't focus on the negative, on the what could go wrong, because we've done that all our lives and we've lived in fear, and now fear is being flushed out. So what do you do when you have no fear? What do you really do? Next is King of Pentacles. There may be someone that's an earth sign. They'll come into your life and help you in your project. Help as in encourage, help as in financially sponsor or give you business tips, or it could be it's a teacher to you. It could be or this could also be your own energy that you are rising up to become that stable, rational, practical business type person that knows how to organize things and handle their own affairs, knows how to self-discipline. So it could be either way depending how it resonates with you. And you don't have to be an earth sign, because we're talking to the collective here. It could be you're embodying that type of energy within you because you worked at that aspect of yourself for a long time. You stood your ground. You said, I want to, even though I didn't know this before, I want to learn it. So you are learning right now how you can improve, enhance yourself to have better opportunities in the future, and they'll bring you into your full joy. It's exciting. Get excited getting there. You'll get there sooner. If you're afraid getting there, it'll take a long ass time. I apologize for the swear. It will take a very long time. So, alright, what else do we have for the collective? Part of my gift is giving the encouragement to people when they really want to do something. It doesn't matter the age, although I've worked with children mostly, but we all have that inner child. A lot of adults, our inner child got hurt, so we kind of put the inner child away. We went right to being responsible, and then we get stressed out. We don't know how to relax. One of the ways to relax is to heal that inner child and do something that brings that joy of life again. Your inner child is your fountain of youth. You nurture that aspect of you, you heal it and you nurture it. It helps you have more vitality. Even people will look at you after you've worked on this and did something that pertains to helping and healing the inner aspects, your inner connection. People start looking at you and say, my goodness, I haven't seen you for years. You haven't changed. Or, my goodness, I seen you last month, and this month you look like you're getting younger. How you doing? How you doing that? What's your secret? So it'll be flattering, and you'll know like what you're radiating by the true perceptions of others when they're able to capture who you really are. Okay, and it's also when you are a person that's no longer wearing a protective mask, a certain way of being, because that you had to in the past, and you kept the armor on, and after a while that gets heavy, so you gotta heal that and become strong. First you'll be taking those layers off. It'll hurt a bit, and then you'll be in your vulnerability. Then you'll see how that becomes a strength, and then you can help others or inspire. Not tell them what to do, just inspire and be there to listen and help. What do we have? Woohoo! Okay, all these changes that are happening right now, you're lining yourself up. Whatever that was not you, or it's not you anymore, whatever doesn't resonate with your own energy anymore, but it used to, and it's no longer part of you anymore, it'll crumble. So this is a good tower. It's scary because, in a one way, because there's things you were used to. So you're really getting out of your comfort zone to do this in the first place. And then you're making the unknown a new way of being. And you're walking through it with a lot of courage. It's going to make a lot of tower moments along your ways. All it's doing, it's taking away what is no longer built on a foundation of integrity. Whatever is not matching up to you, it'll crumble and fall. They could have had a different imagery too. Like the picture that comes to my mind is a tree in the fall, in autumn. In the northern hemisphere, some of the leaf trees, they lose their leaves, and they're preparing for introspection and sleep and rebuilding, and then they're getting ready for the spring, a new arrival, a new beginning. So in the seasons, it shows you that you are a living being that has its own seasons as well, and sometimes there's a cycle of time where you are letting go of those old leaves. If you are that tree of life, you're letting go of some of those old leaves. Those old leaves, it's not like to be judged or looked at or hated. It's more like it's a renewal. Those leaves in 3D, you could take them, make a compost. It'll be really good fertilizer for the next growth if you want to plant a tree somewhere else. We can always see the good even in the middle of dark. Even in the middle of dark times, if it feels that way. You could see the light in it. You gotta find it though. Okay. So this is an amazing reading. It pertains a lot about your inner connection and getting in touch with that even more, because that's where your source of strength is. Okay. I know this, but a person can be told that. You'll be like, okay, fine. But you gotta go and experience it for yourself to know for sure. Okay? The rest of us, we're just guides and teachers, that's it. We're students in life too, and we're just guides and teachers, and we're just saying, like, just so you're not totally walking in the unknown, you have some level of knowing that you're gonna be okay. So this has been your reading. It's exciting. And this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and we'll see you next time.